Got myself a new toy. Actually, I built this. Found a couple guys online that had built these little stir plates, and I figured I'd give it a shot. Didn't look super complicated. I've done some wiring stuff in the past, mostly automotive work. Got a nice flask. Actually found that on Amazon for about $14, as well as the stir bar. Pop it in, goes right to the magnets. I had a little bit of trouble with the magnets at first. Couldn't quite get them to hold on to this thing at speed at this much water. This is 2,000 mLs, 2 liters. Got an on-off switch, just turned it on. We got a little rotator knob here to start the spin. You can hear the fan starting to spin before the bar. I found if you go really slow with your corrections or adjustments on the knob here, the bar doesn't go flying off. Once we get it going here, you can see a nice tornado effect in there. That should stir up some yeast. Planning on doing some starters for some of my next brews that I got planned out. I thought that was a pretty cool little toy that I actually constructed myself. Move this off the side here. So the bottom part of the stir plate is just a PC fan. This one happens to have a speed control on it too. I just have it set at high, and I have the main switch over there, do all the speed on it. This is just an 80mm fan. If I turn it up here, you can see the magnets. I was having trouble with those small magnets getting enough of a draw on them to hold the bar, so I had to kind of modify it with all these extra nuts and whatnots, and then those 2 big magnets make a big difference on the draw. There's enough of a gap there that it doesn't rub on the bottom of the lid. That was the other problem I was having with stacking the magnets, but just has a regular old PC connector here. Goes into the red and black wire. I hooked them up to these male and female connectors. One's the ground, one's the positive. Got can't really see the switch in there too well, or the resistor there. Got one wire coming from the on-off switch that goes into there. The other part of the wiring to this switch, whoa, focus, comes directly from the power supply, and then, like I said, it goes out to the retrostat there, or the potentiometer I should say, and then from the potentiometer it just goes out into the positive of the fan. I got it set up this way. If I really wanted to, I could just disconnect this part here and put on a bigger fan. You know, drill out a different pattern if I wanted to do that, but I don't think I really need to do it based on what I saw with that vortex I had going on in there. One thing I forgot to show you on my stir plate here is actually the power supply. Originally, I had an old cell phone power supply that I was trying, but it was only a 5 volt, so it didn't quite give me enough power. I ended up going out and buying this. I actually found this one at Walmart. It's got a selector switch on it, so you can select your different voltages. Found the 9 volt on this. Doesn't quite work, actually. I turn on the stir plate, the bar starts to spin, and it just must not be powerful enough, and it sends the bar flying off. But I don't know, but I've heard people using the smaller voltage power supplies and having good luck with it. Maybe it would have worked now that I have the stronger magnets on there, I don't know. But just, you know, cheapish power supply here. This They were cheaper on Amazon by quite a bit, but I was impatient and just wanted to get this project done. It took me a little while to get it actually all done, even though it's pretty simple wiring and whatnot. I kind of kept finding little stuff I wanted to tweak here and there. Originally had a different fan in here that I stole from a computer. That fan was kind of old though and was making lots of noise and didn't seem to be very powerful at all as compared to this brand new one. All in all, the cost on this project is probably about what it would have cost to buy a stir plate online. Not the really fancy ones that they sell at the big brew stores, but I've seen online homemade ones that pretty much are similar to this, I would assume, for like 50 bucks. This was, I think, about 45 it actually ended up costing, all things considered, but I could have saved quite a bit of money if I'd planned it out a little bit better than just kind of throwing it together last minute and then running around and gathering parts as I was going. The main cost part was this power supply. If I'd had one that would have worked, like that cell phone one, I would have saved about $15. The box itself was $9, I think, at Radio Shack. I could have got away without the switch and just used the potentiometer here. The switch was like $4, or this was $5 something. Switch I got at Radio Shack. This I actually found on Amazon for like $6 bucks. I forget exactly what it was. Wiring I stole from old fans that I had there. The other fan that wasn't quite powerful enough, and some old jumpers for PC components, and just wired in the wiring harness that came with this fan, so I can just change this out if I wanted to. Really not that complicated. There's other videos that show you how to do it, so if you're interested, you can watch one of those videos like I did and figure it out yourself. What do you think I am, Mr. Professor here? One last thing on my stir plate. It's got a magic bottle cap. Well, a magnetic one at least. I just took 2 unused bottle caps and threw the remaining magnets in here just as a keeper for the stir bar, so I don't lose that into my beer when I'm putting it into the carboy. So leave it right on the keezer there. And we'll get to brewing again soon.